Everybody, welcome to the Frank Show. Welcome to the Frank Show. I'm kicking off an episode of the Frank Show today on this beautiful Friday night. Kind of new to the YouTube, and I'm new to the whole YouTube scene and new to everything. And I'm just going to do the Frank Show tonight, and I'm actually live on the air. I'm live on the air with no views, and I got no views, no listeners, no anything at this moment. And hi everybody, my name's Frank. Hey, it's Frank. Frank looks like a Cambodian looking guy. This is Pikachu. Yep, that's me. Not the best guy in the world. I'm gonna do the Frank Show tonight. People want to know what the Frank Show's about. It's I've been alone for 5 years, 4 years. I don't know the supernatural's real. I'm always by myself. Nobody has given me nothing, told me nothing, or done nothing for me. That's the backstory of the Frank Show. What's interesting is I think I got real voices. I think I got real voices, and when people yelling everywhere I go, and there are people cracking nose everywhere I go, and a lot of people want to ask me, Frank, what's going on? Frank, what's going on? It started when I was 26 years old, and I couldn't help noticing right now the fact that I was listening to, I think it was 1939, 1935. Orson Welles did a taping, and I really needed to get something off my chest today. And I'm talking to the listeners all around the world, translate my language all around the world. My name is Frank Galena. I'm coming at you from the city of Fontana, San Bernardino County. I'm in the great state of California tonight, and it's kind of overwhelming and exhausting to keep repeating myself or giving a backstory of what the Frank Show is. But I'm trying to build a relationship with my listeners and build a relationship with those around me. I'm 30 years old. I live with my parents. And this is where I need to get your attention. And I really hope that if you're hearing me tonight, I could build a relationship with you and get to know you. If you have any questions, leave anything on my comments, and we can get to the bottom of this. If anyone's into paranormal, or a lot of people want to ask me, are you Santa Muerte, or are you the angel of death, or are you this, that? I feel like I have accomplished a lot in my life for being 30 years old, but I've never existed. And I have a lot I want to talk about, and as soon as I open my mouth, they want to punish me. I'm the first human being to evolve, and how fast the lawyers are going to get up. How fast the lawyers are going to get up, and people are going to get up, and they're going to start yelling and screaming and cussing me out and killing my family. And I woke up 4 years ago, and I woke up 4 years ago with real voices. And when I woke up 4 years ago with real voices, it was difficult. And I got to give glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, I would collapse. 4 years ago, I woke up with real voices, and I was so scared I couldn't even walk down the street. I couldn't walk down the street. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. And some people said because I was on meth. Other people said because I wasn't. If anybody's hearing me right now, just YouTube the Frank Show, and you'll see a picture with me and Pikachu, and that's kind of how it starts. So I give my life to God, but I like to get high. I like to get drunk, and every now and then I'll take off and leave for a while. And as soon as I tell you I'm the first human being to evolve, they won't believe. I've been like I said, I've been alone for 4 years. I got the sky to come to life. I think that's one of the biggest accomplishments that's ever been done in human history. I commanded the sky to come to life, and I controlled lightning. I did control lightning. I was shooting. I could shoot lightning out of my mouth until the government closed that down pretty quick. I've done it before. Will anybody believe me? I don't know. I sound like I'm telling you tall tales. I sound like I'm telling you fables. I'm actually writing a book called The Dawn of a Conspiracy, and it's here. I got real voices, and I don't know it's real, and I hear a lot of famous people or world iconic people around me. I could create hieroglyphics from my body. Does anybody care? I could create hieroglyphics. No, it's not real. I got real voices. Real voices come out of my ears. I disappear at night. When I close my eyes, I disappear. I used to teleport. I used to walk down the street. I was living right there. You could Google Earth it, no matter where around the world you are today. And I was right there off the 10 and 605 freeway, and you could hear, I used to walk down the street at night growling. Some nights I disappeared on my way to the store physically. Every night I would walk to the store and back, and you would see stars falling, or you would see hieroglyphics in the sky. Some nights it was different than others. Some nights there was hieroglyphics. I mean, the things that was coming. I used to jump the fence, and then to this elementary school, and I'd go drink with my best friends. And I would jump the fence, and I would look up at the sky, and I'm walking through these empty fields. I used to have to go through 2 schools to go to my best friend's house, and I would drink with them, husband and wife. And I used to go over there almost every night, and I used to have to go through 2 schools. I had to jump 2 fences to get there. And I lived in the city of Baldwin Park. And I was always drinking, or, I hope that doesn't bring down my credibility. And I remember jumping the fence almost every other night, and I would go over there with them, and you would actually see hieroglyphics in the sky. You would see angels following. You would hear angels. You would hear voices. And then as time kept going, here comes the government or whoever, and they shut a lot of things down. I've told you, hey, my name's Frank Gowen, and I'm the first human being to evolve. You'll look at me and say, I don't know. I don't understand how I'm still by myself. I'm still alone. Like I said, nobody has told me nothing. Nobody has given me nothing. Nobody has done nothing for me at all in 4 years. I don't even know the supernatural's real, and I don't even know if my daughter's alive. I work on a roof. I do roofing with my dad. If I'm not homeless, I do roofing, and I'm at work hearing my family crying for help. And if I go to the police station, I get arrested for schizophrenic. If I go anywhere, I get arrested for schizophrenic or schizophrenia, or they say I'm bipolar, or they say I'm 5150, and I don't even know the supernatural's real. And so, like I said, I'm always by myself for 4 years. Nobody has given me nothing. Nobody has told me nothing. Nobody has done nothing for me. Tell them to remind me. Here's an interesting topic. I do my Frank show, and I'm writing a book called The Dawn of the Conspiracy. I haven't written any chapters on my book. I want to be an author, and I'm going to change the name of my book to Fable. Fable, I think, is a better name for my book than The Dawn of a Conspiracy, because I think the dawn has already came and the conspiracy has already started, or it came so fast, this conspiracy. I mean, the DAs everywhere, I could hear them, and DEA's covering everything up, and I don't know. You really have to see it to believe it, and everywhere I go, there's women and children crying. I live with my parents. Yep, I just paid rent today. Yeah, cool. I live with my parents, and a little above my laptop that I'm producing this live video feed from, I hear somebody say, "Grandma." I don't even know if my daughter is alive. I got real voices. I'm disappearing. I don't even know if my daughter is alive. I think people are spying on me. I think people are making fun of me, people are messing with me. But in my short life of being 30 years old, I could say that it's a small price to pay when I give my life to Christ. I give my life to God. Are you still there with me? I've been on the air for 8 minutes already. And God's been there for me. I think I've accomplished a lot. But what I'm really trying to get to today is, how am I still by myself? Why am I still by myself? I mean, everywhere I go, I hear my family crying for help. Why are people spying on me, or why are people messing with my family? Is something I really can't get to. And I really want to grab my audience today, and I have something for you. Tom Cruise made a movie with Steven Spielberg called War of the Worlds, and that with Dakota Fanning, Tom Cruise, and Steven Spielberg directed it. And that movie, War of the Worlds, was actually the storyline came from Orson Welles, which is in the 1930s, I believe, 1935, 1939. I was just actually hearing it on YouTube. And you could actually YouTube it and type in War of the Worlds, and you could hear the original broadcast. Well, he narrates through this whole post-apocalyptic scene where it's catastrophe. I mean, especially in those days, I mean, I'm pretty sure it caused a frenzy. A lot of people thought the world was going to end. Well, you hear all these people in helicopters, and it sounds so surreal. I mean, it sounds so realistic. And then the next day they say, it's a hoax. It's a hoax. Where's Orson Welles? It's a hoax. It's a hoax. And it makes you really think about it as you're hearing the audio tapes from that night. It makes you really wonder, did it really happen? And just because they said it's a hoax, is it a hoax? Oh, I wanted to, during the audio tapes, you hear, "Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's 30 yards long," and it's you could hear as the narrators are describing what is happening. later on you find out it's a hoax, but then during the audio, you're unaware of that it's a hoax. And they're giving descriptions of what's happening, and you hear people screaming, you hear people yelling, you hear people dying, and then the next day it never happened. What happened to Orson Welles? I don't know. I really, really, really need to get a book on Orson Welles. I'm fascinated by the man that stunned the world. There comes a man in a generation that every now and then that changes the momentum of the earth, and Orson Welles is one of them. I mean, that man Orson Welles actually did a lot. Whether it was a hoax or not, he did something to the earth that day. And I did something to the earth a couple of weeks ago. I was sitting there I brought a camper for my truck, and I was sitting there, and I mentioned it last night. I'm in my camper, and I'm in the city of Fontana in the San Bernardino County in the great state of California. People were crying, people were screaming, it sounded like an apocalyptic scene. You could hear people screaming and people crying and people dying everywhere. Cover up after cover up, obviously. I could prove hieroglyphics. Spend the night with me. I could create hieroglyphics. I could do all that shit. And I believe I'm fighting terrorists. Like I said, I'm in the U.S. right now, and I believe I'm fighting terrorists. I mean, it goes back to, do I got real voices? Do I got real voices? If I got real voices, then why am I by myself? So this is what I really want to tell the world today, and I really want to stretch my finger out. But during the Orson Welles videotape of the War of the Worlds, he's describing all the stuff that's happening, and it makes. I was actually hearing it in the shower today, and I was hearing it in the shower, and I couldn't help notice. What if I had a microphone in my hand? What if I had a microphone and I was, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the angel of death. And I really want to make a tape like that and maybe send it to a couple colleges or universities and see where it goes. Because as we speak, I hear them killing my family. Why? I woke up with real voices 4 years ago, and nobody's given me nothing, told me nothing, done nothing for me. I think I'm the first human being I know I'm the first human being to evolve. And all they do is make fun of me, spy on me, study me, mess with my family, and nobody does nothing for me. I don't even know the supernatural's real. Can I see my daughter, please? Anybody? Is the supernatural real? Because I'm fighting for my family now. Then here comes the Jackson family, and it's all good. I know. I think celebrities and everyone's spying on me, and I'm like, what's going on? But I couldn't have noticed when I was hearing the War of the Worlds, Orson Welles' original broadcast a while ago, that I want to get a microphone. And say, ladies and gentlemen, it's me. I'm the angel of death. My name is Frank Gaona. I'm walking around. No one believes me. I don't even know. You know what's crazy is God calls me a king. I hear God sometimes, and the other night he kept saying I was a king, and I got an interesting story to tell you. God kept saying I was a king, and then I got in my truck, and from the radio of my F-150, where I normally do the Frank show, it said, you're ready. It came out of my radio. I kept being attacked by voices, and God kept saying, you're a king, you're a king, you're a king. You know, don't doubt. And then from the dashboard of my radio, it said, you're prepared, or you're ready, or something like that. And I looked at my dashboard of my truck, and it said, you're ready. And I was like, wow. About 2 days later, I'm still being attacked by voices. I kept trying to prepare myself. Ended up feeling my spine ripping inside from the middle, and my teeth kept grinding. I have real voices. I was disappearing, and I was in my camper. I could actually feel my tailbone ripping, and I could feel my back spine like shit. And it was so much pain that I was grinding my teeth, and I could hear people staring at me. Oh, I could hear people talking about me, spying on me. Oh, he's grinding his teeth. Well, I'm in pain. Why is he grinding his teeth? Oh, no, he's grinding it. I could hear people talking about me, spying on me, watching me in pain. Oh, he's grinding his teeth. Oh, he's on drugs. He's grinding his teeth. Why is he grinding? And I was like, I'm disappearing. I got real voices, and my spine feels like it's ripping in half, and I'm hearing my family being murdered. I'm disappearing. I got real voices. I'm laying down, and I don't have $1 to my name, and I can't even get drunk. And I could hear people saying, why is he grinding his teeth? He's grinding his teeth. Oh, no, not if he's grinding his teeth. Like, who the fuck are you? And that's when you know the devil's out there. That's when you know that Satan exists. But after all, I don't know this is real. I don't know this from the cup of coffee I'm drinking. A lot of bubbles for a cup of black coffee. I'm drinking a cup of coffee right now, and there's a lot of looks like I'm drinking soda. Chemical after chemical is being put into my body, and so I'm going back to the Orson Welles audio broadcast before I get carried away. I pushed back the other night, and I sounded like a robot. I sounded like a robot, and I think I defined something that night. Will the world ever know? I don't know. Will they ever make a movie out of that? I don't know. I pushed back the other night, and I'm still bragging about it. But this ain't real. I pushed back. I want to get a microphone, and I want to walk around. I want to walk around tonight. Get me drunk, because I need beer balls. And I want to walk through Walmart. I want to walk through Target. I want to walk through a main area when I could generate enough energy. Usually when I'm up for a day or two or when I fast, I generate energy. My eyes start turning blue and all this crazy Dr. Doom, Dr. Death looking shit, Fantastic Four looking shit. And I want to walk around with a microphone and say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second coming. I want to sound like Orson Welles. I want to sound like Orson Welles, and I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, there's hieroglyphics in the sky. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. There's angels falling from the sky. I'm hearing angels say, let's go, Jesus. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, you really got to see this to believe it. And I want to narrate. I want to narrate exactly what is going on. So that's what this journal is, and that's what my story is about. It's hard, really. I still got no viewers. I got no listeners. I mean, I never existed. Fable. Project Codename Fable. That's the name of my book. I think I've accomplished a lot, from generating electricity out of my mouth to, I mean, that sounds impossible. That sounds gibberish. I made electricity come out of my mouth. I growled like a lion. I roared. I've done it all. And instead, I'm hearing my family crying for help. I don't even know if my daughter's alive. I work on a roof. I think people were spying on me, studying me, watching my every move, but I can't do nothing because I don't know this is real. I don't know I got real voices. I don't know anything. Tell them to remind me. And it's sad because in America today, you would think that the police department would stand up. You would think the sheriff's department. Now they want to say, oh, does he act gay? Or he's gay. He's gay. It's about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And what gets me mad the most is you hear people all around me. You hear people around me saying, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay, or he acts gay. If I was gay or not, that's my own prerogative, but I'm not gay. Well, if I was gay, does it make you better than me? I hear people saying, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. Well, if I was gay, does that make you better than me? Does that give you the right to spy on me? Does that give you the right to spy on me? Because I shower in a thong sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Rock and roll, shake a wee-wee, dude. Gotta shake a wee, right? And I hear people saying he's gay or he acts gay. Well, if I was gay or if I wasn't gay or if I am gay or anything, what is wrong with that? Well, you know what's wrong when you know what's right. God will punish you. You know what's up. But in this fleshly grounds that we stand in today, are you better than me? Frank's gay. He's gay or he's gay. Well, does that make you better than me? I mean, does that give you the right to spy on me? Does that give you the right to make fun of me? Does that give you the right to fuck with me? Does that give you the right to mess with my family? I mean, like I said, nobody's given me nothing, told me nothing, or done nothing for me in four years. And I hear people constantly spying on me. People constantly messing with me. I think there's a sound barrier. There is a sound barrier that makes people go deaf. This is my Batman cup. This is my Pikachu. And a lot of people are like, oh, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. What's wrong if I was gay? Are you better than me or not? So I want to do my own War of the Worlds Orson Welles tape, and I just want to walk around and say, ladies and gentlemen. And so I encourage anybody, if you have free time or you're into history or post-apocalyptic, end of the world theologies or anything, I would YouTube Orson Welles, War of the Worlds. And then I want to film or do my own documentary like that, and that's what my book is, or my journal. I could be dramatic. You should have seen it about a week ago. I was in my camper and I thought the sky was going to fall that night. I remember I came to my mom's house and I was kicked out during a few days. I was kicked out. And I remember that I was hearing angels everywhere. And I go into my mom let me come in here in the shower and grab my clothes. And I was able to come in the shower and get my clothes. And I walked outside and I could hear my grandma crying. I could hear my aunts crying. I could hear my family crying. And I'm like, wait, why is my family being punished? Or why am I hearing my family being punished? Or Why am I hearing my family being punished? And you would think, I refuse to believe I'm schizophrenic. I refuse to believe I'm a schizophrenic. How could another human being lead me like this? How could you leave a human being with real voices and let him think he's a schizophrenic? That's the devil. How could you leave me by myself and let me think I'm a schizophrenic? Like I said, I've been alone for 4 years and nobody's given me nothing, told me nothing, or done nothing for me. Tell them to remind me. All I do is hear women and children, your families and my families, crying for help. And how could you let me work on a roof and let me think I'm a schizophrenic while you're spying on me, studying me, and getting away with murder, highway robbery? I was hearing the angels everywhere the other day, and as I'm hearing angels everywhere the other day, they're like, "Oh, that's all he could do. That's all he could do. That's all he could do." And I'm like, "Wait, I'm hearing angels everywhere. What's going on? Is this real?" And you know what's crazy is not one man has the balls. I cannot find not one noble man that will stand next to me. I can't find not one noble man that would stand next to me. They're disrespecting senior citizens. These people that are doing this to me are con artists, they're scam artists, and they disrespect senior citizens. They take advantage of the VFWs, the Veterans for War. I got a lot of family that were veterans in the military, and I got a lot of family that are veterans. One of them is my Uncle Ernie, and another one's my Uncle Richie Morones. And my Uncle Richie's a veteran in the U.S. Army, with the Armed Forces, and so is my Uncle Ernie in the U.S. Armed Forces. And I could hear them messing with my Uncle Ernie or my Uncle Richie, and it's like, how are you getting away with, you're robbing from senior citizens, you're getting away with murder, you're studying another human being, you're disrespecting veterans for war, you're disrespecting and raping women and children. If anyone likes what I have to say, leave comments and we'll hook up. We'll meet, and you really got to see it to believe it. I gotta call it. Laptop overheated. When my laptop overheated, it said I went back. I logged back on YouTube, and it said, "Would I like to resume?" Right.